All right, guys. I'm back. My videos was messing up last time, but I'm back. We have something serious we have to talk about. Now, everybody pretty much knows what's going on with this Donald Trump stuff and him basically uh, making an AI photo of him apparently laying hands on somebody, and people are praying, looking up to him like he's Jesus. A lot of Christians are calling him out, which they have every right to, because this is blasphemy, right? And people say, "Oh no, it's not." He's literally wearing Jesus attire. He's literally wearing Jesus attire. He's literally laying hand on somebody, wears a light in his hand like he's Jesus Christ. Is this blasphemy? In my opinion, yes. We're gonna do a reaction to this video. Please like, share, and subscribe before we go any further. Let's look into it, man. This is crazy, and Christians still follow this madness. He's depicting himself as Jesus Christ, and people are not standing up against it.
Tonight, President Trump is defending his social media post of this AI-generated image that depicts him as Jesus Christ.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with...
And this is his response, right? Trump faces backlash over Jesus-like image. His response is, yeah, I did post it, but it was just me as a doctor, as a Red Cross doctor. What doctor do you know, other than Jesus, who has glowing hands, laying hands on the sick, and his hands are glowing? Regular doctors don't have that power. Jesus has that power, right? But this guy, Trump, he said, no, it's me posing as a doctor. And then look behind him. It's like people are getting raptured up, eagles. It's like he's glorifying himself. And his response is, oh, I'm a doctor. It's Red Cross. Red Cross doctors don't work dressed like this. They don't have a glowing light in their hand. Don't be manipulated by anyone. When somebody tell you who they are, believe it. Let's keep watching.
President Trump is defending his social media post of this AI-generated image that depicts him as Jesus Christ.
I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support.
Still, the post has been taken down. The White House has not said why.
And they said the post has been taken down. You know why? Because Trump know he messed up. And he tried to do this lie, oh, it was me as a doctor. We're not stupid, right? I know you have a lot of people who follow people blindly, but what I want to say is, if you see something wrong, don't fall for it. Stand up for your belief. Stand up for Christianity. Stand up for Jesus if you're really a Christian, and call out people, hold people accountable. He took it down because he realized he messed up. A lot of Trump supporters are walking away from Trump because they see this man is losing his mind. Just the other day, he said he was going to kill a whole civilization. Basically commit genocide, a carnage, right? And we repeatedly just accept this stuff. And not only that, he posted this on Resurrection Sunday. On Resurrection Day. The traditional Resurrection Day. He posted this, right? He did all this stuff and people still follow blamelessly. If you see, what type of person make a post like this up? Do you just go on ChatGPT and say, make a post of me wearing a robe, having a light in my hand? You don't do that because it's not normal. We have to hold those in power accountable. If we don't, they're going to do crazy stuff like this.
Tonight, President Trump is defending his social media post of this AI-generated image that depicts him as Jesus Christ.
Cross is a Red Cross worker there, which we support.
Still, the post has been taken down. The White House has not said why. The Archbishop of Miami telling us.
I think the president is trying to walk it back and trying to put a different spin on it, which I think is a recognition on his part that he probably overstepped or went too far.
There was even swift backlash online from some of the president's...
Somebody said... These are some of the president's followers. Somebody said, why? Seriously, I cannot understand why he opposed this. He's looking for a response. Does he actually think this? Either way, two things are true. A little humility will serve him well. God should not be mocked. That comment right there, right? humility, right? I know they're doing this, No Kings protest. I got a problem with that because why are you protesting on the weekend? That's when everybody's off. You're supposed to protest when things are in motion. But a little humility is not putting yourself in a certain image of being like you're Jesus. If you don't have powers to heal the sick, do not be putting glowing hands and like you can heal people, because you can't do that. Humility goes a long way. The Bible says those who exalt themselves should be abased, and those who humble themselves should be exalted, right? In this way, I believe he is mocking God and it's blasphemy. There's no question if it's blasphemy. It is blasphemy, right? Next comment said this should be deleted immediately. There's no context where this is acceptable at all. In no way, shape, or form, you should be in the AI photo, laying hands on somebody, wearing clothes that look like Jesus attire historically, and people looking up beauty like this. It's cult-like behavior, and we have to call it out. If you're conservative, call it out. If you're a liberal, call it out. I don't care who you are. We have to call out people to hold them accountable.
President's MAGA coalition, who wrote, "God shall not be mocked," and there is no context where this is acceptable. The president today holding a photo op with a delivery driver who brought McDonald's to the White House to tout his no-tax.
Look, he brought McDonald's to the White House. Look, this is all performative, right? When somebody do something wrong, they try to make up for what they did wrong. So they start, seem like, oh, I'm eating McDonald's. Like it's performative, guys. Pay attention to how these people move. These people are manipulative. It's performative. It's an act. Oh, I'm eating McDonald's. I'm humble now. Nah, bro. You just posted a photo of you looking like Jesus. And we have to call it out as Christians, as Americans, as Democrats, as Republicans. I don't care what you are. You have to call this behavior out. Because now is the time for we to stand up for what is right. And what is right is not blaspheming God or any form of religion, actually.
On TIPS policy, but he was also pressed about the controversial image.
It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better.
It all comes amid an escalating feud between the White House and the Vatican. Last week, Pope Leo with this rare call to action over the Iran war.
Contact the authorities, political leaders, congressmen, to ask them, tell them to work for peace and to reject war.
And people are giving the Pope slack, right? But as a Pope, as a man of God, you should want peace, right? Martin Luther King, peace. There are men of God in history who always wanted peace. Jesus taught us, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Jesus even said, turn the other cheek. Jesus is a peaceful man. What Pope Leo was doing, regardless if you're Catholic or not, he was right. We should not be having these wars, these pointless wars, when you should be taking care of Americans. Do you know they are spending $50 million on each drone, and you can barely pump your gas. You could barely buy a house. You could barely afford the groceries this week. You're struggling, right? Unless you're the Epstein class, whatever. Let's keep watching.
The president overnight posting Pope Leo was terrible for foreign policy.
And I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo. He's a very liberal person.
The pontiff then responding to a question from NBC's Claudio Lavanga aboard the papal plane.
I have no fear of neither the Trump administration nor speaking out loudly about the message.
Y'all hear this, man? He said, I have no fear of neither the Trump, hallelujah. Y'all not hearing him. He said he said, I don't care what Trump say. We want peace. We don't want no new wars. You know what Trump did? He criticized Kamala because he just said Kamala was going to start new wars. But look at we now. Look at us now. We in a new war. We in conflict with countries that was not messing with us. They say it's an immediate threat to America. They're not. They're lying to you. It's this dogma that's being pushed. And everybody is waking up, from the conservatives, liberals, everybody's waking up and calling it out. You don't usually get bipartisanship on certain things. But some things like peace and taking care of America first should be everybody's motive. We should have policies that focus us on Americans, not foreign wars. $50 million, we can help veterans. We can have kids with better education. We can do so much more with $50 million on drones. I'm telling you. And this says, man, I have no fear neither of the Trump administration. And now is the time for us to stand up and call what is right, right, and wrong is wrong. I don't care what you believe in. We all know what is going on is not right. We know it.
The gospel. And that's what I believe in. And I am called to do.
Bishop Robert Barron, a Catholic and a member of President Trump's Religious Liberty Commission, posting he thinks the president owes the Pope an apology.
There's nothing to apologize for. He's wrong.
And with that, Gabe Gutierrez joins us tonight from the White House. And Gabe, late today, Vice President J.D. Vance weighed in on why the president took the post down.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. The vice president saying a short time ago in an interview that he thought the president was posting a joke, and that he took it down because he recognized that a lot of people were not understanding his humor.
The thing is, you cannot joke about people's faith and religion. As a president, you have to hold yourself with a little bit more humility. I'm hoping that this doesn't happen again, and I'm hoping this war ends so gas prices can go down and we focus on Americans and the people of America. My name is Isaiah. Thank you for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe.